Doing everyone. So obviously we're live right now, but the Anthony Joshua fight is still on. I thought I went online and it said the Anthony Joshua fight versus Alexander Usyk will be live at 1:30 p.m. But that was wrong because they're about to start round 5 right now. First of all, just want to say everyone on the YouTube page, thank you all of you for subscribing and being so positive and supporting the channel. It really has blown my mind. Myself and my producer, Brantendo, we are over the moon with it, the progress that we're making, and it's all down to you guys. So honestly, we thank you so much. But I'm going to be honest, I'm still watching this Anthony Joshua fight. In fact, we'll spin it round here because, as I say, we're on round 5 here. Let's have a look. So I'm going to watch this a little bit and I'll answer some of your questions. AJ is losing. He's 4 rounds down so far. I know most people on here are probably MMA fans, but if you like MMA, you probably like boxing as well. But AJ is losing. He's 4 rounds down right now. He's just a little bit slow. Alexander Usyk he's too fast. He's got better movement. And right now he's winning the foot battle as well. So it's orthodox versus southpaw. And you want to be the guy with the foot on the outside. That's winning the foot battle. That allows you to land power shots and it allows you to avoid the power shots better. And it's almost like Joshua is unaware of that because Usyk's dominating that the whole time. He's landing better shots. But anyway, what if you're not a boxing fan? Then you don't give a shit about what I'm saying. Jeff Whittick, what was that? Where did I see Jeff somewhere? Anyway, Jeff, shout out Jeff Whittick in the house. Joshua's letting go with his hands here and there. When he does let go, he looks bloody dangerous. But anyway, how we doing, everybody? How do you think Nick will look in his return fight? Well, that's the big question that everyone wants to know. And I do apologize because I'm watching this fight still. But Nick Diaz is hard to say. I mean, as we know, Nick Diaz is a legend of the fight game, of course. But he's been away for a long time. He said this week that he was talking about being scared. But hey there, you hear Aljo was pulled out? Yeah, no, that is terrible as well. Oh, thank you. People giving me money here. Wow, okay, Edgar Gonzalez. Boom. Oh, people are giving donations. Jeez Louise, that's crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, hold on. So we're going to talk about Nick Diaz real quick. He said he was scared. He said, why am I doing this? Well, if you saw my video the other day, you know what I'm going to say. We're all scared. We're all shit scared. AJ, Anthony Joshua walked out there and he looked a little, a little intimidated. It's hard. There's a lot. It's hard to deal with, and you're walking out there and you think, why the fuck am I doing this? And then, of course, you have a good fight and you can't wait to do it again. This fight's probably going to be over in a minute, so thank you very much. Wow. Donations galore coming in. Thank you very, very much. Weed and half, high rep, good form. You guys are amazing. Wow, I didn't even know this was a thing, but that is incredible. Thank you all. So this fight's really picking up over here, guys. Usyk, Joshua's coming alive. Joshua's getting into it big time. He's letting go with the hands a little bit more. He's got a bit more movement, a little more head movement. Probably knows he's got to pull his finger out, otherwise he's going to lose this fight. What's happening right now is that Anthony Joshua's starting to swing a little bit more, and Usyk's got to be careful because when Joshua swings, people get fucking hurt because that man can punch. But anyway, all right. You just finished my book. Thank you very much, Jim Wilson. Thank you all for these donations. That's incredible. All right, so Nick Diaz, how's he going to look? I mean, we don't know. We don't know. He's been away for a long time. He took a long time off, and now he's came back. He's looking a little chubby. He's not looking as ripped as what he used to do. Why is that? Don't know. One would assume that maybe he hasn't applied himself. Yeah, if he hasn't applied himself, then he's in for a problem because Robbie Lawler is going to come into this. This is a fight that's haunted Robbie Lawler for 17 goddamn years, and now he gets a crack. And thank you very much, Tech. $8.99. That's a good one. Wow. Here's another one for Tev Bucks from Death Dingo. Cha-ching. Let's go, baby boys. AJ landed a good shot there. So yeah, I just don't know what to think about Nick Diaz. We don't know. We know what Robbie Lawler's going to bring to the table, but Robbie Lawler's got a lot of miles on the clock, so we never know. We never, ever know. All right, what else have we got, guys? You got any questions for me? Oh, Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, I just saw that Aljamain Sterling is out of the fight, the title fight, in just a few weeks, next month. Hold on, what is that about? Might not see the dono comments. What are dono comments? Seth Cisneros. I don't know what dono comments are, but donation comments. I don't know. Aljamain Sterling. Yeah, a little surprising that one. Hold on. Buy yourself a free pint, Mike. Nice one. Appreciate that. Boom. Do I have to do anything? Do I have to claim these? I'm not sure. Babe, call Brantendo. Ask him what I do. Oh, and there's Ian Gossett. Yeah. Yeah, just ask him what I do. Anyway, Aljamain Sterling, he's out. Undisclosed injury. Man, I like Aljamain. He's a great guy. He's a very, very good fighter, but a lot of people have been giving him a lot of shit lately. And this isn't going to help him, unfortunately. Aljamain Sterling is a tremendous guy, and he's a hell of a fighter. The way he won the belt, we know it was a little questionable. It was through a disqualification. That's not his fault. It really isn't. But then some of the shtick that he had, thank you, COD Streamer, for the $2. Conceive, believe, and the motherfucking achieve. And Brooke Gabrizas, thanks for the $5. Yeah, Aljamain, he didn't help himself with some of the shtick on Twitter. You know, some people were getting a little fed up with it. He should have just said, listen, I know, for whatever reason, I am now the champ. High rep, good form. Thank you very much for the donation. You know, he didn't help himself with the way he handled it. And James C. Adams, thanks for the donation. But it is what it is. He's out with, whoa, $100 there. Thank you very much. The one whose name cannot be spoken. Hey, Matt, left up Larry putting Rocco to sleep was the greatest moment in world history. Thank you very, very much. Well, that's incredible. I really appreciate that. You know, everyone brings up Luke Rockhold to me all the time. I feel sorry for the guy. Joseph Tyrell, thank you for the money. Harry Caldwell, $5 as well. Boom, I didn't even know this. I'm fucking doing a live every day. I had no idea you guys are giving me money. That's incredible. Thank you so much. All right. What do we talk about? We've got any good questions? I'm pretty sure now officially is the worst example of a champion. That's not fair. You know, the guy did need to have surgery. AJ just landed a big fucking shot there. I think Usyk might be hurt. Let's go, AJ. Come on. Anyway, Clef the Misfit, thank you very much for the donation. What was I talking about? Let me turn this fight down. I apologize. I thought this fight was going to be over. Yeah. Okay. Right, sorry, right. Okay, turn that down a little bit. Oh, Usyk on the back ropes there. What happened to BYM? BYM's still going. We're still doing one podcast a week. We had to bring it down because of my schedule. I'm just so busy these days. I really am. But let's have a look. Some people got questions. Buzzing for tonight's fight card. Joseph Tyrell. Main event could be fight of the year. I reckon Volkanovski will get it done. Love the channel. See you in Dublin next year. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that, buddy. I'll see you in Dublin as well. I also do believe Volkanovski gets it done. I think if you look at the two fights, obviously Holloway has fought Volkanovski twice and Ortega fought him once. Volkanovski absorbed less strikes from Max Holloway in two fights than what Brian Ortega did in one fight. And of course, MMA math doesn't stack up, but that is a key stat. That means Volkanovski's more elusive. I think he's got the strength to keep the fight on the feet. And therefore, Brandon Moreno, $20. You are awesome. Well, thank you, Brandon Moreno. So are you. I don't know if that's the champion, Brandon Moreno, but ching, baby. Thank you. So, yeah, I think Volkanovski gets it done. I really do. But I'm not sure. All right, Eric Powell. Hi, Mike. Mr. Fear. Hello, Mike. It's my birthday. Well, Mr. Fear, happy birthday, Callum Calderwood. Biggie boy, have you been to Newark-on-Trent? I have not. Does it seem like Dan Hooker from Youssef Strauss? Does it seem like Dan Hooker is in a good spot versus Nasrat? Hey, listen, Dan Hooker, Nasrat Harparast. I mean, come on. That was just incredible, weren't it? What those guys did, right? Dan Hooker flying in last minute from New Zealand, landing, making weight, and then fighting the next day. That's unreal. We see a lot of people with a lot of excuses for missing weight, and I don't buy any of them. At the end of the day, if you're a professional fighter, you sign a contract. Talking to professional fighters, these motherfuckers are throwing down right here. Wow, Joshua and Usyk are going at it. This is a great fight now. But if you sign on that dotted line, you're going to show up on weight. A lot of people have a lot of excuses, and there's a lot of bullshit out there. Anyway, what else have we got? Keep those donations coming. Mike, would you fight the guy who punched you in the face in a pro MMA fight, Joe Barron? Do you know what? It wouldn't be a fight anyway. It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Steve, make sure you read the messages given with the donation. Yeah, I know. I got that, Steve. I'm new to this YouTube stuff. Listen, the word boomer gets thrown around all the time, but I am a boomer. Fortunately, I've got Brantendo, the producer. He steers me on the right track. But yeah, tech savvy, I am not. All right, we got Glenn Durant. Thoughts on the weigh-ins? Ortega and Diaz seemed nervous. Yeah, I got to say, my friend, Ortega looked a little nervous. I think he was a little pissed off. I think he was a little taken aback by the fact that Volkanovski kept bringing up the steroid thing. I think he thought that was in the past and that had been forgotten about. So that just kind of rattled him a little bit. And Diaz, he does look a little bewildered, you know, and he's always a little weird fight week, Nick Diaz. He is. He's always been a little cryptic in his interviews and things like that. But yeah, I am a little puzzled by Nick Diaz this week. Of course, it's a highly emotional thing. He's been away for 7 years. Usyk just rocked Joshua, nearly put him down, by the way. So yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. Who knows? Maybe Diaz goes out there and fucking destroys this guy. And I think he's going to win and looks fantastic. Who knows? Andrew Proctor says, such a hard fight to call. I look for Mike B for the skinny. You're the man, Mike. Thank you, Andrew Proctor. I appreciate that, my brother. And thank you all again for coming to the YouTube page and making this a success that it is. It's really crazy. Lopez or Kambusa, Fury or Wilder. Well, listen, if this fight continues the way it's going, my friend, Wilder versus Fury. Fury versus Joshua ain't going to happen. Sorry, lost my plot there. Lost the flow. Ooh, another round for Usyk. Wilder versus Fury. Come on. It's going to be Tyson Fury all day. Suave Cito says, champ, why does Tito punch so slow? Tito Ortiz punches a little slow because he's a little slow. Do you know what I mean? No, I don't mean mentally slow. Maybe some say he's that as well, but I'm not saying that. No, he punches. He's never been the fastest puncher, and of course he's getting older. He's getting older. It comes to us all. You know, one of the first things to go is the speed. Last thing to go is the power. John A, what fight are you most excited about for UFC 266? Listen, same as everybody. Not everybody, sorry. I'm excited for the main event. I'm always excited to see Valentina Shevchenko fight. She's awesome. But Nick Diaz is I'm just curious, very, very curious about this whole Nick Diaz situation. He brings a lot of excitement to the table. Death Dingo, Mike, you are the best commentator and analyst doing MMA. Well, thank you, Death Dingo. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. But I love it. It doesn't feel like a job. I'm very lucky that I do have that job because as a fighter, everyone's always terrified afterwards what they're going to do post-fight career. And I fell into this job and it keeps me in the public eye. It keeps me involved with the sport that I love. So I'm really lucky, man. I'm really, really, really lucky. She-Wolf says, Bisping, which betting outlet should you use? You should go to betonline.ag. They're the best in the business. Betonline.ag. Check it out, my friend. You can bet on the fights. You can bet on the boxing, the UFC, whatever you want. Michael Condurli says, Mike, did you ever have your right eye fixed? Feel bad for you. All right, here we go. I'll show you. So here's the eye. Boom. So there's the prosthetic. There's the prosthetic eye there. And there's, as you can see, what the eye looks like without it. It looks beautiful, as you can see. So I had this eye. I used to wear these like weird contact lenses. And like, I'd put them on, but it just went more into the middle. It was like these lenses that used to be kind of off-center, so try and make the eye look normal. Because as you saw a second ago, there's no pupil there anymore. So there was like a fake pupil and a fake eye, and it was off-centered because my eye turns in now. I never used to, of course. But I wore these contact lenses for ages, and they were crap, and they just always drift into the middle. So like when I worked at Fox Sports, hold on, Joel Miller, I'll get to you. I used to have like a little compact, a little makeup compact, and anytime we went to commercial break, I'd always have the compact out, and I was always straightening it. And then in the end, I was like, fuck this, I'm sick of it. And then of course, I'm trying to work on an acting career. So I'm working on TV, commentary, Fox Sports, ESPN now. So going in there with one fucked up eye and being on TV, I got very self-conscious. So in the end, I said, I'm gonna have a glass eye put in. I'm gonna have the eyeball removed and have a glass eye. And I went to see a doctor, and the doctor said, "No, you don't need to do that. We don't want to remove the eyeball unless it's causing pain." And Turns out, all this time, there was a place down by my house, 10 minutes away, for $3,500. They hand paint these and they make them for you, and it absolutely changed my life. Brought my confidence back. I look normal again, of course, but I still put it in and take it out every single night. Unless I've had a few bevies, and then I might fall asleep with it in. But not very often, not very often. All right, so Jon Jones, man. Somebody asked a moment ago about Jon Jones. What do I think of that? It's just, I feel for Jon Jones. I do. You know, people saying he's got a lot of demons. I don't think he's got a lot of demons. He's just parties a lot and then makes dumb decisions. Do you know what I mean? Like his brothers do okay. So like demons, you kind of think of like some kind of trauma when he was younger. I'm not making excuses. I'm not shitting on the guy. He's just got a problem with drinking drugs by the sounds of it. And then he acts out of hand and gets out of character and gets wild and does dumb fucking shit, you know. And I don't know what the idea is with this domestic abuse. But if he's hit a woman, there's no excuse for that. I don't give a shit. There is no excuse for that. Uncle, it's your Israeli annoying fan. Love you, bro. Is that my buddy off Instagram? Love you, mate. Hope you're well, my friend. Cephas says you should just wear a badass eye patch. I know. You know, I did a movie, and thank you, Cephas. Cephas. Is that a joke? I don't know. Anyway, I did this movie, Triple Threat, and when I got there, the director says, Michael, because I had a fucked up eye, and it was the first he'd seen it. He said, I'd like you to wear an eye patch in this movie. And I shit the bed. I was champion of the world at the time, and I didn't give a shit. I'm like, you what? I'm going to fly all the way out here to Thailand, and I'm going to get here, and you're going to tell me to wear a fucking eye patch? I said, of course I'm sensitive about it, and you tell me to wear an eye patch. So I said, I don't need this movie. In fact, I'll fly home. But looking back, I wish I'd have worn the fucking eye patch. It would have looked way better, and my eyes wouldn't have looked so spazzy. And yeah, it would have looked badass. So Jesse, what's his name? Jesse. Oh, Jesse, the director. I forgot his last name right now. I'm on the spot. Yeah, bro, it's me. Big love. I'm so proud. Oh, come on, man. You don't need to send me money, my brother. Anyway, Matt Joe, when are they going to give you a pay-per-view? That's a really good question. When are they going to give me a pay-per-view? I don't know. Listen, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. Of course, I would love to do the the pay-per-views. That's as big as it gets. I would love to do that. But hopefully one day, you know, hopefully I prove myself and I get my shot. You know, there's a hierarchy, you know what I mean? And I was the last in. But, you know, hopefully one day we get there. Anthony May says, Harrington versus the Bourbon Street Bastard, it needs to happen. Anybody versus the Bourbon Street Bastard, that guy that sucker punched me. And then has the audacity to send me a message on Twitter. Sorry, does the video on YouTube, but then he's been messaging me on Instagram and messaging my wife on Instagram as well. This guy's got some balls. Anyway, I just blocked him. He's a loser. Fuck him. You know what I mean? Who cares? Mr. Bisping, what did you say? Mike, I love you. You have related. I have related to you in nearly every story you have told. Mike, I love you. Mr. Fear, well, thank you. Chin check, Bisping, you're a good bro, huge fan. Watch your up and downs. I appreciate it. Anyone here got tickets for the Tales from the Octagon tour I'm doing next month? I'm shitting my pants for that, let me tell you. But, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I'm working on it, but I've never done that. I am not a stand-up comedian. Although I have been working extremely hard. I've got a lot of good surprises for you, and I think you're all going to love it. So if you haven't got tickets, if you're in England, myticket.co.uk. Anyway, what else have we got? Do you think Sean O'Malley is... Oh, where'd it go? There's so many coming in. It's hard to keep up with you all. I appreciate it. Jeez Louise, we've got 2,700 people on here. Gregoire Moa says... When are you going to get my boy Scott Adkins on your show? Oh, man, I love Scott Adkins. Scott is the absolute man. What an incredible martial artist, incredible martial arts actor. He's one of the best. He's our modern day, you know, Jean-Claude Van Damme, the British version, if you will, and just a sweetheart of a man. And yeah, no, we will talk to Scott sometime soon, definitely. And I hope I get to work with him soon. Fingers crossed, because... as I say, I couldn't say better things about Scott Adkins, the actor. And my documentary that comes out soon, he was kind enough to lend some time and talk to me on there as well. Sai R says, my ex-gangster, anti-MMA pops, hated mixed martial arts until he heard your No Bullshit podcast. Thanks, Mike. It brought us closer. Oh, well, thank you, Sai R. I appreciate that, mate. You know, trying to do my bit. Thank you very, very much. I tell you what, if you're watching this fight's amazing. What a fight. I am missing. Oh, hold on. Rahul Singh, my champ. Love from India. Thoughts on Jon Jones? I was just talking about that, Rahul. It's a real shame, man, what's going on. Jones, he needs help. He needs some kind of anger management. He needs some counselling, some therapy, some things like that. You know, listen, I've made mistakes over the course of my life, of course, and I've gone out and I've acted like an idiot, and I've drank too much when I was younger. But I'm very happy now to say that that's all way behind me. You know, you grow up at some point. You got to fucking mature in life. You can't keep making the same mistakes. And he's done it time and time again. He's got the world at his feet. I'm a huge fan of Jon. He's a great guy, and every time I've seen him, I've had really positive interactions. But the stuff that he's doing outside and this stuff, it just lets himself down. Of course, he's a family man. He's got children, you know. And I don't need to say this. There's nobody more pissed off at himself right now in the world than Jon Jones. I guarantee that. Yeah, I hope he gets the help he needs, and I hope he gets away from whatever bad influences that he has around him. You know, sometimes you're only as good as the people that you hang around with, and if you're hanging around with dickheads, it's going to make you act like a dickhead. How would you have fared against Nick Diaz? I was in a nightclub in New York once with Nick Diaz, and all he spoke to me about was fighting me. And he wanted to do a fight at a catch weight. I think it was like 180 pounds. And I was going to do it. But it never came. John Paul McLeod says, absolutely love your work. Your thoughts on the UFC will ever come back to Australia or New Zealand? Well, yeah, Dana wants to do that. But unfortunately, you know, with the COVID protocol and the COVID situation right now, it's just almost impossible, isn't it? My wife's Australian. She's over there brushing the dog as we speak. And we can't, she can't even get there. Of course, she's an Australian. She was born there. She can't even go back to Australia right now. So the prospects of the UFC going there with all the staff just ain't going to happen. You know, their COVID protocol is it's a little bit strict, shall we say. Who's calling the fights tonight? Luca something wants to know. Paul Felder, DC, and one of the very best and most professional and sweethearts in the business, Jon Anik. Jon Anik, what a legend that guy is. If you don't know Jon Anik, I mean, you know who he is. He's awesome. He's always got something nice to say. He's super prepared. He respects the sport. Jon Anik is an incredible asset for the UFC, as is DC and Paul Felder, of course. Big By Wolf, yeah, says, hey, champ, have you ever thought about doing a collaboration with more plates, more dates? He analyzes juiced up UFC fighters and guesses what they take. Oh, interesting. I think I'll take a look at that. I had no idea. Yeah, but I'll give him a follow. More plates, more dates. Thank you very much for the suggestion. So what are we talking about here then? Any other questions? Do you remember the podcast you did with True Geordie? That comes from Mr. Fear or Mere Fear. I'm doing another podcast with True Geordie next week. Next Thursday. By the way, guys, we're on round 10 of Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk, and this is an all-out war right now. Started off, Usyk was way ahead, but to be honest, I've been talking to you guys, so I'm kind of lost as to who's ahead or whatnot. But it's a really good fight, both guys. Usyk just landed a big one there, big left hand and a big right hook. I just think Joshua needs to get a little bit busier. Of course, easier said than done, because whenever you miss with a shot, you leave yourself open to a counter. Joshua says, why are you such a McGregor hater? It's not that I'm a McGregor hater. It's just that he's a cocky little shit and he's fucking disrespectful to a lot of people. So, you know, kiss my ass. You know, when he was coming up in the sport and people were making more money than him, people weren't trying to make him feel bad for making less amounts of money, but then he starts making good money and disrespects everybody for making less money. You know what I mean? He forgets where he came from. So, you know, I don't respect that. You know what I mean? We're all human beings. We're all trying to get ahead in life. Having money is fantastic, but it doesn't define your character. And unfortunately, he's let that blur the lines of what makes you successful. What makes you successful is being a good man, being a good person, having a good heart and doing the right thing. And we haven't seen that lately. So if that makes me a hater, then you can suck my dick. This just makes me a real person, if you ask me. Talking of a real one, Anthony Joshua's a real one. Usyk, this fight's fantastic. Going into round 11 here. Dirty Pee-wee says, hey, Bisping, if GSP and Khabib would have thought, who do you think would have won? I got to say George St. Pierre. I think so. He's more complete. He's more well-rounded. But it's hard to say. You know, it really is. And, of course, he's the bigger guy. Obviously, I'm going to say that because it helps me, you know, because I was beaten by George, and therefore, get me another babe. Oh, hit round 11. Usyk just came out fast. But it would have been an incredible fight. I would have loved to have seen that. And George St. Pierre just got inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame this week. Congratulations to him. Obviously, he was always going to be a part of the Hall of Fame. I tell you what, Joshua just landed a big shot there. But Usyk just coming right back. Usyk's got some fucking heart in him, man. Going up this big guy. John Paul McLeod. What's up, John Paul? How can you respect Conor when he doesn't respect himself? Well, there you go. Rahul, my man, back again. By the way, I love Mikey B, the YouTuber. Jake Paul, who? Exactly, Rahul. Fuck Jake Paul. That's what everyone said in the building. Usyk, I've got. Oh, my man, Schaefer Bates. Big shout out, Schaefer Bates. And big shout out, Rahul. I bet from the start. Who we got here? FT Cool as Mike. Even though you were the worst champion of all time. Wow, that's nice. I respect you, but stop chatting shit about McGregor. Even he would probably beat you in a fight. Wow. Listen, mate, that's hilarious. You should really take a look at being a stand-up comedian. Conor's really good. I'm not a hater of Conor. I just don't like some of the antics. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean? And like threatening Dustin Poirier's wife, threatening to kill his kids after he just got beat. I mean, come on, who's a fan of that shit? Do you know what I mean? And he's about the size of my leg. Weight classes for a reason, buddy. He was a featherweight, literally the weight of a feather. I was a middleweight. I was kind of like middling in weight. Okay? Weight class for a reason, buddy. Anyway, Classes says, why haven't you called out Jake Paul? Are you scared of him knocking you out? Listen, if you know, Jake Paul made an offer. He did. He made an offer to my management. And listen, I wish Conor all the best, by the way. I don't hate Conor. Do I fuck? I wish him nothing but success. I wish him the best. And I can't wait to see him come back, you know, from his injury. Jake Paul, yeah, he made an offer to my management, but I don't think it was real. I don't think he really wanted to do it. And by the way, you just saw I just popped my eyeball out a minute ago. You know, and this eye, my good eye, that has issues as well. So, you know, I don't really want to fight anymore. And then also, every man and their dog is calling out Jake Paul. I don't want to jump on that bandwagon. Do you know what I mean? You know, I don't need it anyway. I've been there, done it, got the T-shirt. My fight career is over. I'm very happily retired. Life has panned out fantastically. I'm, you know, in post-retirement. Things are going really, really good. Hardy Bisping joint fight analysis for BT soon. I'd love to. Dan's got a very analytical mind. Obviously, I'm out here in the UK. He's US. He's in the UK. But yeah, no, I'd love to do something with Dan. I never got to commentate with him either. So that was a bit of a shame before he parted with the company. Felix Ventura, are you going to stream the fight tonight again? No, I signed up to DAZN, mate, and I'm not streaming the UFC. I never do that. I was in Mexico recently on holiday, and what happened was the hotel, they were streaming the fight illegally, and it was shit, and I wanted to pay for it, and then I tried to pay for it on my computer, and that wouldn't work. So in the end, I'm like, well, if you can't beat them, fucking join them, because I had to do a post show for BT Sport in the morning, and you know, I thought, well, I've got to see the fight. I'm going to do a fucking wrap-up show in the morning, so I had to do the old stream Rooney. But I just did the stream that they had in the hotel, so whatever. Lou says, love the Believe You Me podcast. Thank you, Lou. Where's your boy Darren Till been hiding? Oh, yeah. Darren Till's in Vegas right now. He's enjoying himself. He's taking some time. He's what's it called? He's working on some skills, I think, probably rounding out his skill set, doing a bit of grappling. Also rehabbing his leg is what he's doing. He... you know, he's the best doctors around there, I think. So this is round 11, guys. Round 11. Oh, God. What have I done? What have I done? I've turned it off. The final round. DAZN, where are you? There it is, DAZN. Quick. I'm fucking up here, guys. Final round, world title fight. Let's go, AJ. Got to go for it. Just got to throw caution to the wind now. Of course, you're going to be... Oh, nice right hand. And again, he's got to follow it up. Right hand, left up. Shit, Usyk's firing back. Yeah, Usyk comes from all kinds of strange angles. This is the final round, and then I'm all about you guys. I'm here for you. I'm here for the live. But I'm miscalculating my times. He's hurt. Come on, Joshua, 2 minutes. Anyway, I apologize about that. Right, what's going on? Hey, by the way, everyone there, Brantendo, give his page a follow. Channel 3, CHO3. Usyk's fucking pouring on the pressure here. Jackson, final question. Did you ever train with the UK Special Forces? Did you ever hear... Whoa. Did you ever work with the blokes from Hereford or Poole? Hold on. Let me just see this. Jackson, thank you for the question. I did do some training with the Special Forces one time. Years ago, I went down there and gave a seminar. They gave me some like little plaques and stuff. I've got them in the podcast room. Come on. Shit, this is a really close fight, but I think what's his face? Usyk might be ahead on points, and he's finishing strong here in this round. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. He's stealing this round. Usyk's going to take this round, I think, as well, which is a big round to take. Oh, shit. Anyway, wow. All right, we got some questions back here. Did you see Romero's crappy Bellator debut? I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. I was commentating the UFC, so I never saw it, but I heard it was rather uneventful. AJ's wobbled. Oh shit! 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds. Usyk's pushing forward. AJ just ate another shot. He's wobbled. He's hurt. Oh, again, 4-punch combo by Usyk. Wow, he's emptying the tank here. Joshua's hurt. He's on the ropes. He sticks his tongue out. No, I just got told stop streaming the TV because I could get kicked off YouTube. Wow, the fight's over. I'm going to grab my beer. I'm going to say cheers to Joshua and to Alexander Usyk. That fight was incredible. I should not have been streaming the TV. Thank you to John Brannigan. You know, I've got a guy called John Brannigan. He does all the thumbnails and stuff for the channel. So a big shout out, John Brantendo, as you know, he's my producer. Cheers to everybody. I'm going to go outside. It's a lovely day. My wife's probably very annoyed at me. I don't know. Open the door. So, all right, what else we got? Mikey B, do you think Robbie will come with a heavy leg kick game plan? Oh, see, that's a really good one because we don't know. Has Nick Diaz, is he accustomed to the calf kicks? As we know, the calf kicks are a huge part of mixed martial arts now, but they came around since when I was retired. My last fight in 2017, I was going to fight in 2018. Here's the pool at the Bisping Towers. Is Nick Diaz prepared for the calf kicks? That's a really good question. And I didn't know that before, actually. So if he hasn't prepared himself for the calf kicks, then that could be a really good strategy and smart strategy for Robbie. But yeah, we don't know. All right, so Ryan says, see you in Birmingham. Ryan, my man, see you there. Tales from the Octagon. I appreciate you, Ryan. So, all right, we've been going for a little while here. We'll wrap it up shortly, I think. But I'm going to do these once a week. And by the way, in future, I won't be quite as distracted. I messed up the timing. Let's have a look. Eleanor Funkin says, is Callum wrestling in college anywhere? Did your attitude about wrestling change during his trials and tribulations through his wrestling career? Well, Eleanor, he is wrestling. He's on a scholarship at San Francisco State. And my thoughts on wrestling have changed. I didn't know much about it. Of course I did a little bit of wrestling, but I didn't understand how hard these people work. And I got to say, my son, Coach O'Connor, that was his coach at high school. And what a great guy he was, because not only, was he a great wrestling coach, and now he's a great wrestling coach to my younger son, Lucas, also, but he was just such a great mentor, and even when they weren't training and things like that, he was taking them off on camping trips and going hiking and things like that. And as I said, just such an incredible positive influence in his life. So thank you to Coach O'Connor. And yeah, I've got a newfound love and respect for wrestling. And Rahul Singh, Tales from the Octagon in Asia and India coming soon. That would be something, wouldn't it, Rahul? My man, Rahul. I mean, that would be something, you know. I'm going to get this one out of the way in the UK first. Next year, we've got some more tour dates. We've got some other ones in Australia and New Zealand coming, but I'm not supposed to say anything yet. Shh, keep that quiet. But Rahul, India. Oh, yeah. Jesse on fire. What's up, Jesse? I saw your video, by the way, buddy. Bisping, I may or may not have shown a pic of your haircut to my barber. I've been like, do that. So now you know you're the second best looking in the game with that haircut. Jesse on fire. If you don't follow Jesse on fire, give him a follow. He's got a great page and he breaks down some good stuff and he's got a lot of funny takes and whatnot. And Jesse, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, my man. Yeah, hey, not a bad haircut. I'm due into the barbers though. It's been a while, but I'm saving it for next week before I fly to England. I want to look nice and sharp. Oh, here we go. We got the winner. Usyk won. Wow. What was the score? I missed it. Holy shit. I did not expect that. Wow. That's crazy. Listen, that's why, you know, one of the things in boxing that has annoyed me for a long time is that the best don't always fight the best, right? And we all know, I mean, as a British fight fan, we've all wanted to see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua for the longest time. And Joshua went and got beat by Andy Ruiz, but then he got revenge, you know, and we thought he might have been back on. And then something else happened. And then Tyson Fury, you know, yeah, just fucking fight one another. Just fight one another. Because now look at this. Joshua's just been beaten. And who knows, maybe that fight between Fury and Joshua never happens. And I'll be honest, on that performance there, Tyson Fury wins that fight anyway. He really does. The Pylor 26. Are you cool with Tyson Fury now? No, yeah, of course. And have we trained? No, you know, me and Tyson Fury were from a similar part of the world. And there was a lot of his gypsy pals, you know. There was a lot of his gypsy mates that went to these nightclubs that I used to DJ. I used to DJ in nightclubs. I was DJ Mikey B. And a lot of the gypsies there used to come down. So I knew some of them. And then for some reason, then I moved to America. And then Tyson Fury was going around. He spread this rumor that his pal, Gypsy John, knocked me out outside of a nightclub in Blackburn. And I was like, what are you talking about? I lived in America. But still, yeah, we're good. In fact, I did an interview with him recently for BT Sport. Got a lot of respect for Tyson Fury, what he's been through, you know, the mental health struggles, and he's been so open about it. You know, how can you not respect that man? And he's a hell of a fighter. You know, he's got very, very technical boxing. He's not just a big man. The feints and the output that he has, yeah, come on, man. You got to respect Tyson Fury 100%. All right, guys. Well, all right, wow, we still got a lot of people here. How many? We've got 3,200 people. Guys, the support for the YouTube channel has blown my mind. It really has. You know, and myself and Brand Tender, we've got a lot of plans for content for you. And please, if you've got any ideas, let us know what you'd like to see. We're going to do some breakdowns on some fights. We're going to do some certain moves. We're going to do the move of the fight and things like that. DCB, Mazar, hey, Michael, when are you going to visit South Africa again? Hey, I'd love to, mate. I would absolutely love to, but you know, COVID and whatnot. But hopefully I have a reason to go back there soon. It was a great time. Apart from, I almost got killed. Remember, I did a video recently. A car pulled up and two guys put a gun to my head. I said, get in the car, get in the car. I'm like, what do you mean get in the car? They're like, get in the car, you're dead. I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I get in the car, I'm also dead. They didn't ask for my wallet or anything. Lauren Murphy in ICU for suspected mental overdose. All right, you and the Gypsy King should make Snatch type movie. Yeah. Tyson Fury. Yeah, no, he's great, man. He's great. I'm a big fan. All right, big ups. All right, well, listen, guys, I'm probably going to dip out. Have I answered everybody's questions? Let's have a look. Who's this guy? Jesse on fire. Yep, we got you, buddy. DC Bitter, we got you. Rahul Singh's back again. Rahul, stay safe, champ. Much love to you, and thanks for the content. Rahul, appreciate the support. Every single one of you. I'm going to let you go now. The fights are starting soon. Commiserations to Anthony Joshua, by the way. Well done, Alexander Usyk. Whatever you're doing, have a great night. Enjoy. I've got, one more time, Alexander Volkanovski winning the main event. Shevchenko will, you know, she'll be victorious once again. Let's be honest. I got, what's his face? What's his face? Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz probably winning, but you never know. I'm unsure about that now. I'm really unsure. Don't know. What else we got? We got Curtis Blades, I think. Curtis Blades, Jairzinho Rosenstrike. That's a great fight. I think Curtis is going to take him down, get on top, use the ground and pound, use the wrestling, and it could be a tough night for Jairzinho. But we do know Jairzinho can bang. He's one of those big hitters. He's up there with Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou, you know, so you never know. He could get the knockout. Nolan Snyder says, are you willing to go back on Theo Von's podcast? I would love to. I'm a huge fan of Theo Von. But listen, guys, all right, I'm going to go now. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Enjoy the fight. Stay safe. Much love. Take care. All the best.